Just turned up to the lake. Basically I'll try and give you a bit of an insight on what I look for and whatnot. It's the first time I've come to this particular lake, first time I'm going to fish it. Last time I actually saw the lake was about 9 months ago when I come down for a look. Quite a bit of weed here and there, bit of a weedy water. Basically where I've picked is I picked myself a peg with the wind just turning around. It's just blowing into me now. There's another couple of chaps on the lake on the other side. There's a bay there, it goes up through a channel and then basically out into another bay up the top there, and there's a couple of points, and I'm on a flat bank. And I'm the only one on this bank, and the wind's just turning, and I've got this pretty much this bank to myself. So if I get back to my peg, I'll show you my peg. Well then, here we are in my peg. Got me carp cradle there, my sling, sack and whatnot there, bucket ready to go, some bait hanging in the tree, and because of the marginal weed we've got, I've set my rods up in the water. Got a clear patch down there where people will walk out. I've got my rod set up in the water, ready with my tips up in the air, just to help the line come up over the weed. As for spots, wasn't too hard to find spots, to be honest. I've turned up, had a bit of a lead around. Basically I've picked, generally if there's a marker on the horizon, that marker, another marker there, generally I have a cast around in that sort of direction. Most people on a lake, this lake's been fished before obviously, people would actually pick a marker on the horizon like that one there, and at a certain distance just try casting about 40 to 60 yards, and 9 times out of 10 you'll find yourself a spot, nice clear spot in the weed. So there's a little tip for you, just go for the obvious markers first, and sort of don't want to be thrashing the water to a foam with a lead or a marker rod. So basically what I've done, I've found a spot on the far bank, found myself something to cast to, basically clipped it up when I found a spot, and basically clipped me spom up, which is there, measured it all out on the ground, which to be honest there's a spot out there 6.5 times round, 2 bank sticks 12 foot apart, so it's easy to mark out, and then I'll just mark my spot up at the same. And but I've got 12 foot depth, 12 foot out there, so it works out quite nicely actually, because when I pop my spom out, it's going just beyond the distance where my lead's going to go, so I'm always fishing just on the front edge of my spot. So that's that one there, and I've put out a mixture of sizes, probably about just over 1 kilo, and I'm just going to leave that out just to go stale, as in not bait it up again, just fish over that and just see what happens. Like I say, I've never fished here before, so I'll just try a few different things. I've got another spot out towards that marker there, it's 5.5 times round my bank sticks, and obviously my rod's clipped up to that. So it's, to be honest, when I'm out in the water and I'm stood right next to my alarm there, that's where I'm casting from. So obviously don't be walking backwards and forwards, because you'll end up casting in front of your spot or behind your spot if you add another 12 foot, 6 foot, wherever you stand. So you just got to make sure you stand in the same place. I've got another one down the margin, just up, I get in the water. I'll show you that spot in a bit, and I've peppered that with just an handful of baits, just slightly different cagey approach. So you know, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket and fish the same on all rods. Like I say, I haven't fished here before, so we'll see what happens. How's that? The monster squid again, Fangex up. What can I say? 6 o'clock this morning, just tore off. Open water, had a 12 foot of water in the weed, little hole in the weed. Beautiful fish. Clear water carp, lovely dark colours. Absolutely over the moon, getting a bite. They're spawned out still, but it won't take them long munching on the squid like that. How's that? £27 2 ounce. Out of Shropshire Common. I think that's going to be the topic of this one. It's just going to be called Out of Shropshire. So I'll get it back and I'll see you again in a bit with another, hopefully. But if not, just over the moon getting the first bite out of the way. See you in a bit. Oh yeah, right, I'm back on the syndicate water, or my new syndicate water. It looks really good, to be fair. I've got the top end of the lake pretty much all to myself. I'm in the very top bay of the lake. I'm still not telling you where it is just yet. But yeah, there's quite a few fish showing down the bottom end, but there's anglers, basically all the pegs are stitched up down there pretty much. There's the odd peg, but I don't feel like squeezing in with the rest of them fighting over fish, so I'd rather come up here. And to be honest, when the smaller fish are away, there's going to be resident fish up here, and hopefully the resident fish are going to be the big chunks. So you never know, I could be sat here with a 40 in me sack by morning, but see what happens, because obviously they've just spawned, so they're going to be a bit down in weight. I've got my chest weight is literally ready to drop straight on. For obvious reasons, I'm having to fish my rods right out there because of how far the reeds come out. I'm quite looking forward to playing a fish from there, to be honest. So new peg, new peg to me anyway. So we'll see what happens overnight. So. Morning, guys. Right, no joy last night, all a bit quiet. I've seen a fish with his back out this morning. It's a totally different day. It's quite warm, to be fair. Stood here in my shorts with my legs out. And you can see that plateau now the sun's out. White flowers on top of the weed, that's a shallow area. Morning. Right, I'm just toying with the idea of packing up. Chucking it down with rain, it has been all night. Considering I had fish crawling around the peg on the surface last night sunbathing and in and out of the bay, and it looked really good for a bite. And massive chill of water. The water's gone up probably about 1.5 to 2 inches overnight. It's absolutely chucked it down all night. It's still raining now, as you can hear. So just taking the rough with the smooth, I suppose. And I've got to pack up now. I'm going to go and help out at the Boston show. But, unless I get a bite in the next 10 minutes, I think second visit to the lake isn't going to be the best session I've done so far this year, so never mind, take the rough with the smooth, don't you? So I've learnt a bit. I've learnt the peg, got the spots. So always take something good away with you when you do a session. You know, whether it's a fish or learning new spots and bits and pieces. So if I come on the lake again and I find some fish in this area, I'll be able to look back in my book and know exactly where the spots are. So I can cast out minimum disturbance and hopefully catch me some fish next time I'm in here. So you never know. Right then, I'll see you next time now. Good luck with your fishing, guys.